It was like...
I've had the most stressful hour I've ever had in all my life.
Yeah.
We're not good on live feeds. I'm just trying to set it up, and I've done it first off my tablet, and I tested it, and it was dead grainy. Oh, it was awful. So, can you just let me know if you can hear us and if you can see us?
Yeah. If not, get good at lip reading quickly.
So yeah, let us know. I know there's a bit of a lag.
Yeah, we've been testing, and I've been like talking up. We've been
Yeah. Cool. So I'm not being rude when I look down, but you're on my phone and I'm reading all the comments off my iPad. So
your fake iPad.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's a Samsung tablet. Yeah, it's off my tablet. Cool. Right. So yeah, that was very stressful, wasn't it?
Yeah. So order business.
Oh, we've had a good day today.
What have we been doing?
We took the fishing boat out and had its first service on the engine.
So an oil change and oil and filter. Yeah.
Would you believe in a week we've put 18 hours on the engine?
That's quite a long way, that.
Yeah, we've had some fun this week.
And surprisingly little fuel. Yeah.
Yeah, we are absolutely made up with the Suzuki engine. Just the fuel economy, how smooth it is, how fast it actually made the boat.
It just starts with no easy start or anything. Yeah. It's great.
Right. Has anyone got a guess on how fast do you think the boat went?
100 miles an hour.
I think if we went 100 miles an hour, I'd look like that.
It did on the motorway on the way there.
No, it never. Never.
Just stuck at 80 all the way.
All right, Mike. Mike's a big spoiler and just tells everyone because he knows it from Facebook. So yeah, no, actually you put it in miles per hour, so we're all right. So we've had a guess at 60 knots, 35 knots, 55 kilometres an hour, 30 knots. Jason, I'm going to give you that. We actually got
31.9.
31.9.
That was slightly downhill, wasn't it, on the everything?
Yeah. With the current behind us and probably
there wasn't much current.
No, but that wasn't even all the engine could give us because we were sort of on go slow because we were still in the braking and
it was a bit choppy and we weren't quite trimmed properly. But yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it was 6 miles an hour on the D.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
But, so obviously
that's just when you're coming off the trailer, isn't it?
So obviously you just know now that the boat has been in the water. So after this live, we've started a second channel.
Yes.
Called Ship Happens Adventures, because we had some people who only wanted to see stuff related to Surinder.
So I get that completely.
And then other people who wanted to see everything. So we thought to keep it a bit easier, we'll open a second channel. Yes. So there is a pinned comment in this top box somewhere.
Yeah.
So straight after this live video,
when we put this down,
as soon as I put it down and pick up my phone, I'm gonna release the first launch.
Yeah, the first sea trial, which is quite good.
It was. It was really exciting. So it was the first launch in the river, the first launch in the sea, and we also go fishing for the first time.
Did we catch anything?
You'll have to watch the video, but it was quite exciting.
It was this big.
William Wallace said he can't believe how quiet the motor is. We can't, but we realised when we watched the video back of us first firing up the engine, when it was first fitted, it sounded louder on camera than what it actually was, didn't it?
Yeah.
But it is so quiet.
No, I was whispering though. I was like, can you hear it?
The Pedros, we're just legging it back from the pub. Keep going. You're not late. We're only just getting started, aren't we? So,
get warmed up.
Yes. Got exactly the same boat with a 70 horsepower old Johnson engine on the back, and it makes 32 knots with 2 people on board.
I was told how fast we had then.
Yeah, 31.9.
31.9. So you beat us by 0.1 of a knot.
I'm sure we're going to get more out of that boat.
We're going to start throwing stuff out of it.
Right, the competition's on.
What was that film where they started throwing all the cutlery over the side and stuff like that? Anyway,
it wasn't like Captain Ron or something, was it?
No, it was a whole film. Oh, what's it called now? It was a good film.
Is the quality of the camera okay? We've done loads of tests on this, but I'm looking at it now on my iPad and it looks a bit rubbish.
It is what it is. Nothing we can do.
So the issues we've had. So yeah, John, we are posting them videos. Will be on the other channel. I also, what I put on the other day was a full time lapse, because obviously we've done the boat build over quite a few videos.
Yeah.
I've also put on a short video, I think it's about 19 minutes, of the whole process. So if
Yeah.
anyone hasn't watched the fishing boat video and wants to, there's no talking in it.
Yeah.
It's a nice quiet video, so that's already on there. So yeah, if afterwards, if you can all go over to Ship Happens Adventures.
You don't have to. That's why we put it there. Basically, it's
Yeah.
not going to push it on anyone. Yeah.
Camera's fine. That's good.
Okay. It must be this.
Yeah, because it was this that I tried to do the Alive on originally, and when we did a test, it was awful.
Yeah. Maybe this should go to Specsavers or something. Can you get like some bifocals for it to like? Right, come on.
Oh, you guys
Right,
at
today
home
we've
now?
got-
Oh, where are the kids? We are at home.
We're home. Kids upstairs.
Yeah, they're quite camera shy lately, our kids,
Yeah.
but they're getting like teenage years. Our Mason's nearly 15 now.
We could be lying to because these haven't seen our kids for ages.
Yeah, we could have sold them for both parts.
Yeah.
Gemma, you look fine. Simon is the problem. Is his head reflecting? No. Come over here and you can do 65 miles an hour and then go fishing in the sun. Matt, we will hold you to that. Cyprus, here we come.
I think that boat would make it to Cyprus.
I've got a question for Brian, because you're on. I've just noticed, just commented. Did you send me these box of chocolates? Because these arrived in the post the other day, and I know Brian threatened last week to send me some chocolates, and there was no note. I've ate
He's going to
some.
say yes anyway,
I've ate
isn't
some already. So there was no note in the box. So I'm assuming they were from you, Brian. But and if they are, thank you so
Right.
much. And if they're not,
Okay.
thank you to whoever did. Brian.
So today we
Yes,
did,
thank you, Brian.
We did this live to basically get some feedback. We gave you, was it last week's video? It was quite an informative video. It was a bit more of a talking and like how we're going to do it and how we're going to tackle the deck and loads of random things. So, because normally we get loads of people going, you should do it like this or you should do it like that. You know, like, and sort of, you could save us a week's work, maybe. I don't know.
Hello, Squidwards. So,
Yes.
if any of you don't know, Squidwards 3 Fishing Adventures YouTube channel, go over because they actually put a video on a couple of days. I was the first time
With
we went out.
swears in it. They didn't edit them out, did
Didn't
they?
edit me swears. You got our realness. So I can highly recommend their channel. I just love them as people.
Yeah.
So
Was
yeah.
any of you puking? No, there wasn't, was there?
I didn't puke on Squidward's boat.
Oh, no, you didn't. No,
I was a good girl, wasn't I?
It was just on Will's Smartfish boat.
But yeah, Will's boat must have been a bit choppier than Squidward's, and I also weed in a bucket on Will's boat, but that belonged to Squidward. So thanks for the lend of the
pink bucket.
The pink bucket was christened by me.
Yeah.
Hello, Deep Blue Charters. Russell, thank you so much. Towards some bait.
Okay.
So yeah, we will definitely
Bait's
need that.
expensive.
I know.
I was amazed how much worms cost. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I think we should start digging them up
Yeah.
ourselves. Here's a question. When do you expect to move Surinder from its present location? So
With no time scale.
there's no time scale. This gets asked a lot, and obviously it gets asked a lot about us dry docking, getting the boat out of the water. There's a few reasons, obviously, why we're not doing that. Money, because we're not.
I was actually talking
Got
to
any?
somebody about that today. One way in Blue Point Marine in Liverpool.
Yes.
He said his crane can lift it, but his crane isn't actually long enough. So the actual lifting straps would be right just across the engine room. And he was like, I wouldn't want to lift it because the boat's too long. But it's got the power, but
they
the
can't
boat's
get
too
the
long.
straps further enough apart to be able to properly protect her. Wooden boats don't like being out of water, and if we were to take Surinder out of water, we'd get a lot more problems than what we've already got.
Well, I don't know. Potentially structurally at the moment, maybe not. I don't know. You know, like.
John's just sent us a super thanks and said it's a haircut for Simon and chocolates. I think he needs it, doesn't he?
You have a lot of chocolates, don't you?
Question for Gemma: are you Cilla Black's daughter?
Oh, what?
Cilla Black?
Cilla Black?
Surprise, surprise! You got to
I know who that is, yeah.
Cilla Black. But no, I'm not, unfortunately. But it would be nice to get the inheritance. Would have gone useful towards fixing the boat. Why did Simon give up road racing? Because we bought a stupid boat.
It wasn't that. We could have potentially done another season. We were prepared, ready for another season, bought all tyres, got everything, bike was ready, everything was ready to go, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then it takes up a whole weekend. So basically Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So
yeah, it comes down to money though.
And it was like, yeah, we wouldn't have time to do the boat. And we were committed, everything we do is committed. But the chance of getting injured is quite high in the bike racing. So it was more about, if I was off with injury, I wouldn't be able to do the boat. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah,
there's no money in racing at all in the level that we were doing. You know, so it wasn't worth the risk.
Yeah.
You know?
When are you doing the decks on Surinder? That's what we're working towards at the moment.
Yeah, when that's sound daft, but when we're ready to do the decks, we've got a lot of work to do before we can actually do the decks.
Yeah.
Once the beam shelves in, then
should we give them a little? Because obviously you're a couple of weeks behind on videos. So at the moment, we've been replacing all the frames in the anchor locker.
Yeah.
And they're going to be finished next time we go.
Yeah.
And then we're actually taking a big chunk of the stem off.
Yeah.
And then once that's done, we're going to do the beam shelf. And then once all the beam shelf's done, that's when the deck beams and the deck are gone. So we are really hoping it will be this summer.
The deck should fly once we're prepared with the structure. But it's potentially taking a bit longer than anticipated.
Yeah. But that leads sort of on to David Gibson's question, which is how is the camper van business going? It's not.
Well, we actually stopped doing that a while back, didn't we?
We stopped doing campers because we want to invest as much time as we possibly can into Surinder, because it got to the point where we realised working all week in the business and then working on Surinder all weekend, we got to the point where we were running ourselves into the ground, like majorly. We'd suffering bad exhaustion. So we said, well, how about, because we need the workshop for Surinder, because that's where we process all the woods, we store all our things, and then we do crazy projects like fishing boats. But the workshop costs us a lot of money every month. So we were like, how can we adapt ourselves to be able to try and keep the workshop paying for itself, to keep that going, but then also give us time to work 4 or 5 days on Surinder. So we stopped building camper vans and we said, tell you what, there's a big self-build community. So why don't we sell the woods that we use to other people and try and keep the workshop afloat that way? Yeah. I'll just tell you now, it's not going very
well. It's not going as well as we thought, but it's kind of propping the workshop up, innit?
Yeah. So that sort of financially has crippled us a little bit. And that's why I sort of hope you realise when we put sponsors into our videos, we're doing that to try and sort of keep the restoration of Surinder going and trying to keep our heads above water.
Yeah. It's fine balance doing the
it's hard.
The sponsored videos, you know, like, because we hate doing it, but we kind of have to do it.
We know you guys don't like it, and we don't want to upset you. But then on the other hand, I hope that you realise that they're sort of, without them, the project isn't possible. So we get asked to do loads of sponsors, and I turn quite a lot down because I'm not advertising video games and stuff that is absolutely pointless to my audience. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And obviously, you know, we have done a couple, and there is a couple more coming up in the next few weeks, which I'll apologise in advance for. But what I decided lately is, we get the benefit of sponsors, so why don't you?
Ah, yeah, okay.
Okay, so we've got a sponsor coming up in the next few weeks, and the item that they've sent me out that I've got to do a thingy for, I thought, I'm going to give it away.
Because we don't actually need it.
No, we don't need it now. We
could find a use for it, definitely.
Yeah.
But we thought it'd be nice to pass it on to you guys.
So, we are giving away
an anchor.
An anchor. It's an anchor. Right, do you want to see what we're giving away?
Do you know what it is? But genuinely, we are going to give this away to somebody.
Right, okay, before I tell you what we're giving away.
Okay.
Apart from it's an anchor. Because don't worry, if you haven't got a boat, it's fine.
You could use it as an anchor, but...
So what we're going to do, we've got Robbo, and we've also got Michael. watching
behind the
this
scenes,
live
away.
stream now. So I've
Yeah.
said to Robbo and to Michael, pick someone each, both pick a person, and we're going to video call them both shortly. And out of these two people, I'm going to then let you guys decide who should win.
Do we wait to like much later on in the video?
Yeah, we'll let everyone comment and then let
Yeah.
the guys read through the comments and pick who they want. So I want you to tell us why you need this product.
Because it's good.
Yes, but also I am really, really sorry I am not posting it because it's too heavy.
Because I think it weighs more than an anchor.
It does,
like,
it does.
It has to. It
Yeah.
has to. Yeah.
So you can either come and collect it from us up in Heswell, where Surinder is. You can come to our workshop in North Wales, or we are down in Portsmouth in 3 weeks, obviously for the Sea Angle and Classic. So if you are
Yeah.
down south, you can also
Basically, if you
come and
if
pick
you,
it up.
if you want to drive to us,
This product
That's
is
fine.
worth £2,000.
Mm.
So it's not a cheap product.
Yeah.
So,
and it actually came to us on a pallet.
okay, yeah.
You know, like
I had to lift it up all by myself. Right, so no trying to like blackmail or like the
favour of robber.
yeah, no sense of robbing private measure of robber. It's a legitimate
So
it's not to do with us.
so Michael's going to choose one, and Robbo's going to
Yeah,
choose
so
someone.
we're gonna live call
So-
them shortly after you've done your little comments and your little.
So the chance of them both choosing the same person is very unlikely, but
Okay.
they're not in communication with each
They're
other.
not in community, but
Okay.
okay, maybe guys pick a winner and pick a backup in case you do pick the same person. You never know.
What, then the audience then.
Drew, you don't need an anchor, but it's not an anchor. So wait, right? Are you ready?
So then the audience.
I'm not picking it off. Yeah, then the audience will pick out of the two.
Okay.
So, sorry, this is all going a bit. Right, so it is a power bank. So it's a portable power bank on wheels.
Just press the little one.
It comes with, it has a light for camping and stuff. You've got your sockets there, loads of thingies, blah 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 blah.
Basically, it's got some horsepower.
Yeah, it's a huge unit.
It is,
I think
it's got some serious horsepower. Well, it can run all.
Oh no, where have you gone? Oh, I've just flipped my camera around. Hold on, I'm back now. Hold on. Oh, pressing buttons on my phone as I'm moving it. So that power bank, if you tell us what you'd use it for,
Yes.
tell us why you
'Cause-
need it.
Yeah, you might live in a cave. I don't
Yeah.
know, or like I don't know. Do you know what I mean? The very high end.
Yeah, you can
Piece of
hook it
kit.
up to some solar panels.
You can do a lot with. them.
So yeah, obviously we've got a similar unit on the boat, and it is fantastic.
Good machines.
And this one, it's even got a little handle, like to wheel.
wheels.
Wheels. So you haven't even got to physically lift it. You can wheel
Yeah.
it round like
Yeah.
wherever you are. So yeah, in the comments, in
Comes
the
with all
chat.
the cables, all that sort of stuff. It's brand new. We basically unboxed it. We're gonna have to box it back up and then give it to.
It's brand new, but you can't pick it up before Thursday because we're gonna take it to the beach to do the advert.
Yeah. We actually have to do an advert for this. So, yeah. Unless you want to meet us at the beach, I don't know.
Yeah, there's an
Yeah,
option. So yeah, if you want to win that, write down why you want to win it, and Robert and Michael will pick a person each.
Yeah.
That's fine. Obviously, it's
You're
your.
not allowed to sell it.
Well, it's your. If
I
you,
don't want anyone to sell it. Yeah, there's someone. There could be a story writer out there and give a mad sob story.
yeah, you
I
never
don't
know.
know. Never know.
Yeah, write down why you need it, and the guys now are working in the background, and then towards the end of this live, we'll call them both up, and then you can decide who wins. There we go. That was a big one, wasn't it?
Right. So what else we got on the agenda to talk about? Because we had loads. We've got a piece of paper over there. So
I've got it.
We got it. Okay.
Don't stare at my bum. Yeah, we're gonna do questions.
So we've already gone through all this. It's like me and my wedding speech. Say that Gemma looked pretty.
Did
She
you know
looked
it's
pretty.
actually our wedding anniversary
Yeah, I
today?
didn't until this morning.
11 years we've been married for today. Oh,
Gemma's going through comments.
I am.
So,
So,
let's look at that. What have we got time?
how is the ship work going? It's going really well. It is. We're loving it. You know, it is hard work.
Yeah, we've had sort of rubbish weather.
Yeah.
It's been really delaying us.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest with you guys, we have actually been quite distracted doing the little boat, haven't we?
Yeah.
You know, we haven't been spending 3-4 days a week at Surrender. We've only been spending 2
But
days a week at Surrender.
From
It's
now
been-
on, it's
yeah, we're 100% done on the little boat now.
we're quite sort of adamant that we want to get the decks on this year, so we
Yeah.
are ploughing as much time as possible now into Surrender.
But I don't want to rush the facts. I want to make sure everything's right before the deck goes on. So if it doesn't go on, it doesn't go on. But I'm 75% sure we'll achieve it.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry,
Sunshine giveaway. I'm just reading through all.
I'm just trying to find
notes.
some questions.
Right, yeah, some questions. Talk
Okay.
amongst yourselves for a bit.
You can't say that.
What? Go off and watch something about knitting or something. Oh, crap.
No. What are the plans for the little boat after the fishing contest?
I just realised I know that we don't know everything about the water.
No.
And every time I go on that little boat now, I'm learning something new. I'm learning this, I'm learning that. I learned to not run aground as well the other day. I went on the River Dee, which is like the local river to us with like a 6 knot speed limit, primarily to spend some time with my granddad and also put hours on the engine. Might sound daft, but we wanted to put as many hours on the engine so we could go for its first service, which we did today. Anyway, we did about 7-10 miles up the river, and I knew it got shallow. So we're going up nice and slow. All of a sudden, run aground. There's like this big shale sort of bank. Marked a proper tiny bit, but I think I got away with that, didn't I? Yeah, cleaned it all up, repainted the prop, and it's like.
How are your boating accreditation courses going? That was Shirley. Hi, Shirley. So I actually passed my day skipper theory course online the other week. So that was that was quite good. Quite an achievement. That exam, God, the exam was like 3 hours long.
And I'm very dyslexic. I did try and do the online. Didn't go quite to plan for me, did it?
No.
I'm just rubbish at reading and stuff like that and understanding the questions because it's two very similar. I don't know. I have pulled out. I mean, I've still got the chance to go back and do it, but if just watching Gemma sort of be at her almost limits, wouldn't you? You know, like then I'd realise that I'm not
learned
gonna
so
do it.
much from it though, and I highly recommend the course. And the help and support. You know, like if there's something you couldn't understand, you'd literally message them and they'd get straight back to you. So I highly recommend Ardent Training.
Yes.
100%.
Oh yeah, 100%. But I am very dyslexic, and I'm like, Gemma, what does this say? That says boat sign.
Wasn't that bad? Luke, hi Luke. What fish have you caught when you're out on your little boat?
No, you can't. We've already said this.
Yes.
No. I can't
After this video, if you go over to our second channel, Ship Happens Adventures, we are releasing the first fishing video.
Yeah,
you
might
have to go and watch
turbots.
it. What?
Well, turbots.
Okay.
You might not see a turbot.
Restoring Kilmora, which I know used to be Get Shippy with it. I've asked what you're making the deck out of.
It's going to be 18mm plywood, fiberglass. I'm not sure how many layers of glass yet, but I'm not quite sure what the finished surface is going to be. But I know we're not going to be screwing anything down. It's going to be bonded. That's years to come. It's going to be raw glass for a while.
It's an interesting question because obviously a lot of people don't really know our full backgrounds, and UK Canna has asked, are you going to take any engine related courses? You don't realise what knowledge this one's got.
Yeah, well, we know enough to deal with these engines.
Do you want to tell them about your background?
I sort of started out in the motor trade basically. Straight from school, I worked for like a Ferrari race team. Good few years there. Sort of, I think I did a clutch on an F40. I've done lots basically. I was trained by some pretty interesting people. I built race bike engines, like all the 2-strokes. I was obsessed with 2-strokes back in my younger years.
What Simon doesn't know about engines isn't worth knowing. He knows.
I know about engine development. Do you know what I mean? How engines actually work, the exact, like
Yeah, but then you
cam time, and do you know what I mean? I know a lot about that.
But then you ran your own auto garage for years.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. I had a garage for years.
So going to college and doing like a level 1 mechanical thing isn't.
Oh no, I think
isn't what.
No, I did that.
Yeah, you
I
are.
don't know where my piece of paper is. Yeah. So I did like an apprenticeship and all that sort of stuff, but yeah, it's all good. I built lots and lots of motors basically, and race winning engines of my own. You know, like
yeah, it's like the motorbike racing that Simon used to do. Obviously, it was all old bikes, and you know, he'd get a bike and he'd strip it down completely and rebuild it. And like, I think that obviously the last bike that he done, he won the championship on, and it produced a hell of a lot more horsepower than most other people's. And even like when we took it for a dyno, the guy's like, "What have you done to this? It's a rocket."
Yeah. If you heard about velocity porting and stuff, where you actually raise the floor height of the ports. Anyway, blah blah blah. Yeah, we know a little bit about engines.
Tim said fit a jet engine.
Yeah. What sort of jet engine?
You know, Simon's actually built a jet kayak. And literally, it's just at work, like half done. But maybe you should finish that because he loves doing random things like that.
Well, no, we made after watching Colin Furze when he made a turbojet engine, having an old turbocharger. I actually copied it and made one.
Yeah.
Until it melted. But yeah, we've done all sorts of turbocharged, naturally aspirated cars. Like machine all the pistons and stuff. Yeah, it's been.
Simon is a proper tinker.
But I've learned by error. Do you know what I mean? We've cocked up quite a bit.
K-Man said, "Have you considered adding bow thrusters
to Surinder?" We're very limited on boat manoeuvring. All we've ever done in the past: take it off the trailer, flat out, get it back on the trailer. Luckily, and then gone home. But after driving crossbow, which is our education, which we're being trained on, aren't we? On with a twin, I found them quite. I'm not saying easy to manoeuvre. No boat's easy to manoeuvre, but it is. You can really turn.
Yeah, crossbow hasn't got bow thrusters, has it?
No. But I'm trying to learn how to properly manoeuvre a single engine boat at the moment, and I'm coming into the realms of like prop walk and stuff like that, which is sort of quite confusing me.
Yeah. But then you think she's 80 years old and never had bow thrusters.
Yeah, but these were all proper like serious captains. Here's us like.
Yeah, but we've got
10 minutes on the job.
Yeah, but we've got like 7 years to learn how to be, and you know we are working towards that with all the qualifications that we're doing and stuff, and you know we are this summer we're going to be doing our powerboat intermediate, and then we're going to go on to the advanced with Richard.
Yeah.
So we are working
back
through
to bow thrusters. It's something that the boat's never had.
We just don't think
it just sounds like another set of problems.
Yeah.
But I don't know how beneficial they are.
Yeah.
But it'd be great to go button, push the bow over.
What is her speed? I think Surinder's top speed is about 12 knots, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah. I think that was in World War II's engines, but I can probably imagine our engines flat out would go a bit quicker, but you're just burning horrific amounts of fuel to get an 8 knot or something.
Yeah. We've had a comment from your mum.
Oh, hi Mum.
When will my first class cabin be built on Surinder?
When you come and build it.
You've got to build your own.
Yeah.
Robbo's got his own cabin and he's responsible for sorting that.
Yeah. No, feel free, Mum, feel free.
Yeah. Dr. J, did you get told to get a left-handed screwdriver, a bubble for the spirit level and tartan paint, or a long wait?
I got a long stand.
Oh God, we weren't born yesterday.
No, it was when we're doing our
when you first move, will you get a captain for the day? 100%. I really want Mr. Alan Watson OBE to come up, who is the captain of the Medusa, because he is the one person in the country who knows how to drive HDMLs and knows how they handle. And
I would love Alan to do it.
Alan,
absolutely.
You know, I think a lot of you sort of think that me and Simon just build this boat as how we think should be done, but he's sort of the person, he's my go-to person for any questions or any advice, because he's restored a HTML, and there's not many people in the world that can say that. So
Yeah.
he knows them inside and out. So I've got any questions.
Yeah, we basically sent him a picture going, what's this? And
Yeah.
and it's not like he goes, oh, well, actually, yeah,
Generic,
this is...
Can I just say something? Generic user, if you just keep commenting with an A, you're just going to get blocked any second. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, why just comment A? You're not going to get... Well, there you go. You got your 5 minutes or your 2 seconds of fame. Move on.
Anyway, yeah, so we'd like Alan to...
Yeah. Alan is
to run her out
the
there.
man.
I'd have every confidence, say right now, I'll say, yeah, I'll send her out. But
I think it's easier,
I think if something goes wrong, these guys...
Yeah,
These guys
and
move
hopefully,
quick.
obviously, we'd love to
Yeah.
have Steve from the Boatyard on board with us, because he knows the channel like the back of his hand.
Well, I think when we move, we'll put a call out. Anyone with a little boat wants to come, don't get in our way, but and sort of guide us through the channel. Or if we're having a problem, push us a bit, push us that. I don't know. It'd be a really good sort of community, and then we'll just sort of get up to 12 knots, and everyone will come past us on a rowboat.
Nicholas, can't speak. Nicholas has asked, how much longer do you think the structural work will take? Well, obviously we're sort of working on the boat at the minute, as in two ends. We've got the front end, which we're classing from the back of the engine room forward, which is the areas that we've been working on.
3/4 of the boat, isn't it? Really, structurally.
And then the back of the engine room, some people get confused with that, is all the cabins and the transom ends and stuff.
Yeah.
And we haven't touched that. So I'd say sort of like halfway through. Now, we've done most of the frames. There's still a couple to do in the engine room that we put down because we thought we want to start on the decks. By the end of next week, all the anchor locker will be done, and we are starting big scary work, like the stem post and the outside stem.
The stem's not as scary as it sounds, I don't think. It's sort of multiple layers. It's like a big sort of sandwich, if that makes sense. I've seen, obviously, like the likes of Tally Ho and stuff like that. I've got one big chunky stem with like a rabbit in it where the planks go into it. That would be almost impossible. Well, it wouldn't be impossible, but it'd be hard to do where we are.
Yeah. So, just a little reminder of the competition. Don't just say you need it for your project. Tell us why you need it. You need to sell yourself. You need to... I don't think anyone's going to pick it and say, I just need it for my project. But tell us what. Give them more detail.
Yeah,
you need to pull at Robbo and Michael's heartstrings a bit and tell them why you really need it.
Yeah, you live in the middle of a field. There's no...
in a cave.
There's no plugs or anything. I'm not giving you ideas, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because they're on it. So I think we'll let that run for 5 more minutes, and then we will start calling them to find out who they think is the most worthy for each of them. Okay. When will you be completely finished restoring her? So
never.
It won't ever
be.
A wooden boat.
It's a wooden boat. It's always going to be falling apart. There's always going to be something like, what I do. It is a big boat.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want the actual finish to look good. Do you know what I mean? I see boats and they look great when you're walking up to them. You go, oh, it looks a bit. I want someone to actually walk up to it and go, oh, that's a nice boat. I like how you've done that. Oh, there's a detail that. I know we're just doing structural where everything's going to be behind the scenes at the moment, but
I think once all the structural work's done and we fixed all the decks and stuff, I think it'll come together a lot quicker than what you think. But obviously, when we first got Surinder, we said it is going to be a long-term project because as well, financially, we haven't got a big pot to throw thousands and thousands. So every sort of stage that we go through, we have to sort of save and things like that and manage money and...
Yeah, and we also need to think about the future mooring fees and stuff like that. Obviously, it's going to be quite a lot to moor.
Yeah.
We're kind of hoping that we sort of... find somewhere random. Do you like it? So...
Cool. Right, I think Michael's picked his 2 people, so Robbo just needs to let me know if he's picked his
Don't
2.
rush. People have still got a chance.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
So we need like
We said our goal was to be ready for the 85th anniversary of D-Day, and that's in 2029. So that's 6 years.
Yeah. And then I want to go and sit on the coordinates that we've got the audio, or that we've got the orders for. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'd be great just to go. It might be in the middle of a shipping lane or something like that, but we might have to get some special permission or something.
Have you looked
Well-
into a government restoration fund? Now, Serinda's a privately owned boat, and no one gives money, like government grants or heritage grants for privately owned things. We'd basically have to turn her back to original and back to a museum piece, which that sort of is not what we need, is
We've got
it?
some missing parts.
Yeah.
And yeah, for Serinda to carry on, she's going to carry on being our cult boat. I think she's a cult boat.
Yeah.
You know, like she's
Yeah.
definitely unique. But yeah, and as well, they'd want you to exactly like this, and they'd want you to use exactly that, and they'd probably take, I don't know, I'm guessing they'd sort of have a big say, but where it's our boat, we can make it look whatever we want, can't we?
Yeah.
Paint a pink if we want.
No. How do you know Robbo prior to this project? Now, we get this asked quite a lot about Robbo. Now, we actually didn't know Robbo prior to this. Robbo came to our first ever painting party. And since then, we just can't get rid of him. But, so obviously it's been like 2 years now that we've known Robbo for. And he has...
Do you remember the guy who had a picture of a... without swearing. It said anchor.
With a W.
No, but I can't remember.
What?
Yeah.
That was on the second painting party, you had that?
No, it wasn't. It was the first one.
Was it the first
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
Okay. So we met Robert, he come to volunteer to help scrape paint at our first ever painting party. But since then he's become more than that. I call him my dad, and he said he's going to adopt me. Because apart from Simon, Robbo is like the most stable man in my life, sort of thing. And Robbo is become a really, really true friend, and he was there for me. Like, no, you don't know this, but the end of 2021, my nan passed away, and he was there. You know, every time I was on the phone, and someone to talk to, and he's my dad. I call him my dad because he acts like my dad. Do you know what I mean? He's there for us whenever you need him.
Yeah.
He's always willing to come to the boat and get his hands dirty and things like that. So Robbo, we met him through YouTube and through him coming to volunteer, but he's become a big, massive part of our life. You know, a lot of people have seen through this, like Michael, who is our admin on here at the moment, and Michael is the one who actually does all the subtitles.
Yeah, bless him.
Because
Imagine trying to subtitle this one.
YouTube does not understand me. And we do have quite a lot of viewers from different countries who rely on the subtitles. And poor Michael has to spend hours every week typing what we're saying. So you can imagine poor Michael last week when that episode was like 50 minutes long of us just talking. So everyone needs to big up Michael, because bless him, he has his work cut out
Does
for
more
him.
work than us, doesn't he?
But Michael does that out the kindness of his heart to help us, and is how amazing people are, and how many friends we've made doing this. It's just absolutely fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. I still hate the flipping camera, he said.
Who's that?
Robbo.
This is quite good on camera.
Robbo, everyone loves you though. I think, does everyone agree that Robbo should do his own little segments when he comes down, and we just let him go free with the GoPro, and maybe we just do a full Robbo episode one week where we're not even in it.
We just let him go to the boat. Yeah, there's the camera.
Yeah, there's the keys.
He'll be finished, won't he?
Right, okay. So, should we phone?
Have they selected?
I know Michael has. There's that many comments. I can't see it. Robbo, just send me a message on Facebook if you've selected.
So, right,
No,
so
he says. Is
just-
that nose to
just-
the camera?
just to confirm, how is this? Because I like, I'm a bit slow.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So they've selected 4 people between them.
Yeah, but
Okay.
2
Because
of them
this is
is
serious. This.
two
So
of them
this
is just a backup.
right.
So what we're gonna
So
do
what is
now?
going to give us the first one?
Robbo's gonna give us the first one,
Okay.
right? So he's gonna give us the username, and he's also gonna tell us what their comment was to
Okay.
justify them needing the giveaway prize.
Okay.
And then Michael will do the same, and then we're gonna let you guys vote. So what we'll do
Okay.
is
So should we categorise them like A, B, C, D or something?
we'll do 1 and 2.
Okay.
Okay, and then you guys need to also
Yeah, just to keep it fair, because we don't want to
yeah.
say anything. I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
But what I might do to the I don't know. We'll see. Right.
Shows how good we are at this sort of stuff.
Right, you're gonna have to bear with me now because this is all live. So I'm gonna phone Michael first, and I'm gonna do it on Facebook, Michael. Right.
Ooh, scary.
So don't forget, you've got to be able to sort of collect this as well.
Yeah.
Right, so we are video calling Michael.
It's like a fake telephone noise.
So this is Michael, everyone.
Hi.
Right, Michael. Who is your... Hello, Freya. So, who is your nomination?
Right, so I've actually got Freya to help out. So what I want her to do...
So is Michael just telling us one name?
Yeah.
Elect or right. Okay, so one name. My first name is going to be Neil Ivy. Just for for when they go camping with the dyspraxia condition.
Right, okay.
Okay.
That is a good choice. So what we'll do is we'll phone Robbo, and if Robbo's picked the same person, then we'll come back and get a second name off you. So can you just send me a message with that information on, just so I've got it?
Yeah, brother.
Cool. Thank you very much, Michael.
All right.
Bye. So Neil Ivy. And Michael will send me the comment, and then I'll be able to read the comment. So we're going to get Robbo on.
Exciting.
Hello, William.
Well, I am.
Did not answer, Robbo. You can't not answer to me.
He's not ready.
He's got a
not
bit
ready.
camera shy.
He's not ready.
You're not ready, Robbo.
He's probably picked the same person.
He's like,
Should we have had a second prize?
I've only got one thing to give away.
What can we give away? Got a cat over
I'll
there.
give away you.
Yeah.
Robbo, come on, lad. Are you ready?
Ring him back.
Robbo's got camera shy. Should we try again?
We've got nothing on.
I'm in the bath, Gemma. I didn't expect a video call. He's probably still locked in the cupboard.
Yeah, I did. It's like, oh my God, no, I can't do this. Yeah.
Did you panic a bit?
Yeah. No, I just wanted to make a little bit more suspense.
Oh, you got me worried. I was thinking, like, where's he gone? Right, who is your nomination?
Right, first of all, I'd like to say thanks to Clint Hathaway or Hackney.
Can you just lower your sound down? No, on the one you're watching, because I can hear myself. Don't like it.
Oh, I don't like it.
I don't like it, Robbo. I don't like it. Right, go on. Say who you want to say hello to.
Right, first of all, Clint Hackney, thank you for thinking about me in the cupboard with the power bank. I really appreciated that one. It's been really difficult, hasn't it? There's been so many people.
That's
for good reasons.
yeah.
I mean, I think the one that got me was Joe from Neston. Listening to they're doing the boat up. They're also quite close to you as well, and especially the reasons why they're doing the boat up. So that's mine for now. So I don't know what the viewers are going to think of.
Right, okay. So Joe from Neston. So what we're going to do now then is everyone comment number 1
Well-
for Neil Ivy to win.
You need to read out the actual comments.
Yeah, actually, what was the actual comment from either? Hold on, Michael sent me a. Have you sent me a?
Hold the line. I'm going to go now, alright? I need to find it.
Oh, you need to tell me what the. Oh, do you want to put the comment in the description, or can you do that?
Yeah,
or
I'll stick it in the description.
right,
Yeah.
go on then. Right, see you later. Bye. Cancel. Right, so Neil Ivy said this would be great for us when we take our son camping, as he suffers from dyspraxia and likes to be in the outdoors, so we go all year round. We often wild camp, and this will allow us to be comfortable. So,
Good reason.
oh, why is me? I'm beeping. Oh, I'm returning someone's call. Ignore that, Robbo. Why is it doing this to me? So, if you want... Hold on a minute. I'm having a bit of a little... Why is it trying to call Robbo again? I'll just disconnect my Wi-Fi on that a sec. So, if you want Neil to win... Don't know what it's doing.
Can I ask you, what's that buzzing?
It was this. Trying to call Robbo back.
No, hang on, I'm going to check the buzzing.
So, hold on. So, yeah, number 1 for Neil and number 2 for Joe, who Joe is doing a boat restoration quite close to us. It'd be nice to know some more information on that, Joe, if you want to write it in the comments. Oh, it's just the computer. Everything's buzzing in this house.
It's all going wrong.
So, number 1 for Neil and number 2 for Joe. And
What was Joe's comment?
Joe's doing a boat restoration in
Okay.
Neston. I said it would be nice to know a little bit more, so I'm just going to come back in the comments. Sorry, this is all a bit crazy, isn't it? But
We're not
obviously you'd
used to
expected
this,
this,
so
didn't you, of
We're
us?
not used to this. Have we still got any viewers?
We still got any
there's a
viewers? Is
couple.
anyone watching? Right, so
Suspense.
I think I'm going to have to leave it to Michael to sort of see who gets the votes.
Oh my god, they're coming in thick and fast.
They're coming in
these.
thick, and
It's close.
tell you what, keep the votes coming in, and in about 2 minutes, what we'll do is I'll get Robbo to count how many number 1s there were. No, hold on, Neil's number 1. So I'll get Michael to count how many number 1s there were, and I'll get Robbo to count how many number 2s there were. And that's probably the fairest way to do it, isn't it? So
Yeah.
sorry guys, I'm making you count. So we'll let this run for 1 more minute. So number 1 for Neil,
Just remind us when it's been a minute.
to go camping with the son, and number 2 for Joe, who's doing a boat restoration.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then
It's looking good actually. I quite like it. There's not a definite winner.
No, I don't think it's going too fast for
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
But yeah, we just thought it'd be really nice to give back to you guys, and
Yeah.
I think in future what we're going to do is we do get sponsors where if we don't need the stuff towards the boat
Yes.
restoration,
Yeah.
I
I think it's fair,
Just
isn't
give
it?
it
Do you
away.
know,
'Cause-
but we could even. You don't necessarily have to do a live, do you? We could actually do like a piece in a video.
Yeah.
And then go, next week we're going to draw it. You might be getting a film. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? It's sort of. It's good to give back, basically, especially if you need it. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
we know how much you guys suffer watching our adverts.
Yeah.
So we just thought it'd be a nice way
And,
to give
and,
back.
and also because Anchor actually approached us and said, "Would you like this?" I went, "Well, we don't like," because I said we've already got a similar product,
Yeah.
haven't we?
Can you only vote once, please, and not like the same person like loads of times, because that's going to be confusing.
No, you can't.
You can't do that. You've got to keep. We're trying to keep this fair, and that's
Yeah.
why me and Simon didn't want to pick who
Yeah.
we were giving it away to, and we
Yeah.
thought we'd get the guys in to help.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, Anchor was all over us giving it away, wasn't they? So
Yeah.
like, sort of.
yeah, and I just thought that was a fun thing to do.
Well, we'll see how this goes. See if you guys liked it. Obviously, we're not very
Yeah.
good at this. Sort of
Technically, what we should have done is just sold it to help fund Surinder, but
No.
but yeah, right. Voting is closed. Stop voting. Stop it. Stop it right now. No more numbers. No more. So the last comment there.
Someone put number 3. Joke.
Prosa Independent Trading. No more votes after him. Done. Stop. So Michael, if you can just count all the number 1s, and Robbo, if you can count all the number 2s.
You might have to use your toes, Robbo.
Oh, Mike, that's quick. 72 for number one.
Okay.
So that was 72 for Neil. So we'll let Robbo get all his fingers and toes out.
Yeah, that's like...
And then we'll see who won it. So you've got to be able to come and
So hang
collect
on. I think Robbo should ring us. And,
yes,
and give us some suspense.
Yes, yeah, because we know Michael's counted 72.
So can you phone us, Robbo, to give us the live in your own time?
Yeah,
obviously.
there's no rush.
There's no rush. So
I stop talking to him now because he'd be all like
flustered.
forgetting the numbers.
7, 9, 7, 6, 1. Let's start again.
Right. I don't know whether you can get past 7. I don't know. Have we got any questions? Hi, right. So Will from Smart Fishing is on, and he's just sent me a WhatsApp to say that we are awesome. I don't know about that, Will.
Maybe
So-
that translates to something else.
Yeah. We've been on Will's boat before and you've seen it. He's got the really, really posh Smart Fish boat.
Yeah.
Um,
That's what we thought our boat was going to turn out like after we painted it.
Well, yeah, we
it just
ripped it-
didn't quite happen.
yeah, we thought we're going to paint it the same colours. Oh, we've got a call coming through. Oh, take that off me.
It's apple juice, by the way.
Yeah, I've not weed in it. Hello!
Hello.
You okay?
Yeah.
Have you got all your fingers and toes out?
I'm something else as well.
Right, we've got 11 votes. 21.
We're not measuring 1 inches.
Okay, so
Get his face on the
Neil
thing.
had 72 votes. How many did Joe have?
Well, unfortunately, Joe got 42.
So we have a clear winner. So it is
Yeah.
Neil Ivy. Yeah, it was Neil Ivy, wasn't it? So Neil, if you can send me a email or message on Facebook or something like that. But no one start doing it pretending to be Neil, because I'll know.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for that, Robbo.
Can I go now?
You can go now.
Yeah.
Say bye to everyone.
Hang on. Robbo, have you got any questions, Robbo? Because there's not many questions coming through.
Aren't there? Oh, all right, then I'll think of something else.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye. So there we go. We have a winner, Neil Ivy.
Cool.
Um,
Wild camping, absolutely perfect for that.
And to be able to do it with your son and obviously his
Yeah.
medical conditions. So we're really, really happy that you're getting this and you're going to make use of it.
Yeah, but don't forget we need to use it on the beach.
Yeah.
We-
Do
we
you want to
did say
come to the
that.
beach with us on Thursday?
Yeah, we're going on Thursday. We're going to the beach with all the family, and we're going to make cups of tea. And
Yeah.
Gemma wants to take the air fryer.
I'm trying to think of ways to like make these adverts.
Make the
for
adverts funny.
God knows. So we're going to do chips on the beach with the air fryer.
Yeah.
Simon just needs to buy me a new air fryer for my birthday on Monday. There we go.
But they saw the genuine face that I made. Then like, oh crap!
It's a birthday.
It's like one of them typical like man things. Like, oh crap! It's like Christmas Eve, isn't it? It's like.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there we go. Do you plan to live full time on Serinda when she is finished? Well, I think by the time she's finished, the kids will be grown up.
Yeah.
So we can do if we wanted to. Obviously, I can't see them. Well, if they want to come with us, great. But obviously, I can imagine Mason going to university and stuff like that. I think.
Gemma's just looking forward then because she's getting messages coming down on the phone that we're recording off, so she's not like looking down your nose.
I'm not going to say that message out loud, Will, what you've just said. So, yeah, we want to travel quite a lot, and I think it's obviously going to be when the kids are a bit older and doing their own thing, and then we'll get off. Yeah.
I don't know about living on the boat full time. I think that'll be an awesome thing, but I won't have a big workshop on a yard. You'll have to really slim down on them sort of things, won't
I think you keep going on about having a workshop in the bow area then,
they?
and
Yeah.
that's still something that we're still fighting over.
I think a lot of guys out there, guys and girls, would appreciate a good workshop on the water. I mean, look at Doug's boat. Look how much work he still does on the water. And
Yeah.
I'm sure if somebody pulled up next to Doug and said, "Can you make us this?" he'd be like, "Yeah," he'd love it.
I hate the way you all have screen names that I can't say. Leafety said, "Will you be having another painting party?" Should we throw out the invite?
What for?
about next Saturday?
I don't know.
So, okay, I'm going to mention it here, and you can turn up if you want, but you'll have to let me know. But not this not tomorrow, but next Saturday. We were going to do just a little day at the boat, just a little social, like just like with Robbo and people like that, and just have a little get together. So if anyone does want to come down, if the weather's nice, I think if it's the weather's peeing down, we won't be doing it. But yeah, if anyone wants to come along to the boat next Saturday on the 3rd, you're more than welcome. We're just going to have a little sit off outside, aren't we?
Yeah, chill out, good catch up.
Yeah.
Because we've been flat out, absolutely flat out doing work, haven't we? Yeah, like it. It's a good to have a bit of a power down sort of day.
Yeah. Can you organise a raffle to have a trip on your boat? £5 a ticket and would help with your funds. Do you mean a trip on the boat now where she's not moving, or when she's finished?
There's plenty of things to trip over on. I'm bang your head. But,
So yeah, speaking of banging your head, have you seen that yet?
what?
No, you haven't even seen the worst of it yet. Next Friday's video, by the way, it's quite a good one,
Which
I think.
one is it?
Where we start taking all the stuff off and
It's
taking
about
the
cutting
deck
open
off
the
and
ground.
stuff. If you did want to support the project in any way and join us on Patreon or Coffee, buy me a coffee monthly membership thing, anyone who signs up for literally a minimum of £3 a month does get early access to our videos. And after this video, the next week's one will be on Patreon and Coffee. So if you did want to help support the project, which we'd really appreciate, you get your videos like a week early, and you get more behind the scenes things, because we do give more updates and things as to where we are. Everyone, like all our patrons, know where we are in real time.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Keep your Amazon list up to date so we can send things. We do. And we have had a good few things sent through lately, and thank you so much. We really appreciate it. But at the minute, there's not. We only really put stuff in when we need it, and
yeah, we're not greedy out like that.
I won't put anything in under 20 quid. So the things in there are like, you know,
Over 20 quid.
I won't put things in over 20 quid. So they're all, you know, like the consumables that actually adds up. So all like the multitude bits and stuff like that. And these are all fantastic. As soon as I put something in, they get bought. And we really appreciate that so much.
We need time. That's what we need at the moment. Do we need like...
Yeah.
So a few more hours in the day would be brilliant or something?
Yeah. So for the fishing competition that we're doing next month, we've actually got to do a shoreline clean-up. So if anyone does want to come next Saturday down to Surinder, we'll have a little get-together, but we also might go on a little walk and have a little tidy up of the local area as well.
Otherwise, we get charged 50 quid, don't we?
Yeah, so we're not going to...
I'm not saying like...
No, but it's really good that, you know, it really does promote, you know, cleaning up and, you know, looking after the place and stuff.
And there's plenty of old boats and stuff. We'll have to get a big skip.
What happened to your song? I miss it, said CMG. We had loads of people who moaned over it. Like,
yeah.
Do you know what? I know on YouTube you can't do right for doing wrong. There will always be someone who likes it, and there'll always be someone who doesn't. Last week's video gained quite a lot of traction, and I think so far that's had about 103,000 views, which is mind-blowing for us because our videos never get that.
And it's because of clickbaits.
Right, so
just go back and have a look. Get in on the thumbnail.
Now I wasn't.
We don't want to have to do that. Though.
But
you know what I mean?
For
we did.
When you see it and go, oh, bloody hell, it actually works. You know, if I just put a picture on of the boat or of an engine or the area that we're working on,
engine videos do well.
They don't really get any views. But then, obviously, last week's video was my legs. I wasn't in a bikini. It was just me leggings. And obviously, a lot of people found that highly. I even had some people who said they were unsubscribing. And I was like, yeah. But I was like, but if it was Simon's legs, would you have the same opinion? And the answer I got back from one person last week was, well, I don't fancy Simon. Sorry, it's not my fault.
And I was like, oh,
you know,
fine.
So I said to Simon, what we need to do one day is actually, he needs to put my leggings on and we'll stage a thumbnail as if it's me, but it's actually him. And then in the video, we can disclose it. And so everyone is going, oh, clickbait woman. No, it's Simon. So yeah,
Well, if you've got any good ideas, I know clickbait steal like because it does work and it helps build us basically. It helps build.
yeah,
build
you're
build the
never
channel,
gonna
yeah.
see me in a bikini.
No.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that because when someone said at 80,000, we were
Yeah,
gonna jump in the
we're
mud.
miles off that though.
We're about 3,000 off.
Yeah, that's the long way in YouTube
Yeah.
numbers.
Unsub of that. They did, Jonas, the unsubbed because of my legs. But you see my legs and my bum in every episode anyway, because like the camera's always behind
I
me.
think they just got overexcited very quickly,
Yeah.
and then they made a bit of an embarrassment of themselves.
Graham Green has asked, hi guys, how much fuel do you estimate the twin Cummins engines will burn in use? Well, they're not Cummins, they're Caterpillars.
Yeah, the cats. I think what was it, 8 gallons an hour or something per engine, flat out.
Flat out, we're not going
Hang
flat
on, I might
out.
be wrong there.
No.
Yeah, it's about that. I don't know.
A
Depends
lot.
how fast you go.
A lot, so we're going slow. But what we decided, we
I
might
think it's cheaper than sales.
we mightn't run the engines, we might just go downhill.
Yeah.
Heads up.
Well, when the tide's going out, we'll like undo the anchor, and then when the tide's turning, put the anchor down.
Can there be a time-lapse video of the tides going in and the tides going out? There is one in the video. There is one on this channel, and it's from very early days. I think.
I'm sure we could do a better one these days.
Yeah, but I think if you go to the playlist, I think if you go to the specials, there's loads of random ones there, like the high tide and stuff like that. But I did do a time lapse because someone did ask for that in the past. Simon in a bikini. Mankini.
Like Borat. Is it Borat who does that? Is it Borat?
Yeah. Hi Chris, don't worry, you are a bit late. You've missed our giveaway, I'm afraid.
Oh.
But yeah, any questions? Yeah, 8 sounds about right for them engines. Idling.
I think that's about it. Yeah.
Idling is 1 gallon per hour per engine.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not actually a lot when you think about the power-static losses of the engine in a big 10.8 litre engine. Do you know what I mean? So it's like...
Yeah, I think what we're going to do this winter,
I'm not talking about the engines actually.
clean out the fuel tanks and actually see what condition they're in.
Oh, they're going to be minging, aren't they? So yeah. So let's say we get the foredeck done this year. Great. If we don't, we can do it next year. There's no biggie. But what we want to do is a lot more dry work. We're getting a bit fed up with being outside and the sloppy mud and the snow and the ice, aren't we?
Yeah, it's
You
cold
know,
in the
so we're
winter.
actually going to start concentrate on drivetrain. Do you like maybe hydraulic systems and stuff like that, which will keep running. So, but yeah. So I've got all the heat exchangers to take off. Proper service on the engine. Which one is it, Nala or Simba? We should name the engines, don't you? The ports.
Is Nala.
The port motor Nala has actually got a bit of a misfire. I think I know what it is, but I don't like to say anything until we're actually deep into it. Well, we're going to go through the diagnosis process.
And we actually got an awesome guy. I think he's on here. Just comment because I know your initials, but I can't remember them in my head. He actually made us stainless steel.
Some plates.
Nameplates to actually put on the engines.
Yeah.
And they're fab, but obviously we don't want to put them on until like it's pretty enough for it to go on. So
yeah. We need to like completely rewire the engines. I'm not too sure whether we'll do that yet because I don't quite know whether because you can actually convert analog senders and whatever into digital. So we might end up going digital gauges upstairs, or at least to actually communicate with like navigation systems and stuff. I'm sure you can set alerts and programmers and stuff like that. So
Pierre said, "What's the size of the fuel and the water tanks?"
The fuel tanks, I measured them. I literally measured them, as in like because they're such random shapes. And I got it to about just under 4,000 litres of diesel.
Yeah.
Water tanks, not a clue. I'm guessing.
Well, we took all the water tanks out ages ago, and we have them at work, and we're gonna either try and clean them up or see about replacing them. We don't know yet.
Clean them, great. Big
obviously-
plastic tanks, fantastic. And big access ports in them. We obviously need to leak test and pressure test them, but apart from that.
Fence Up has asked, if you knew then what you knew now, would you still have bought the boat? I think we probably would have, wouldn't we? I think we were very naive at the beginning, and we were very naive to the amount of work that was needed.
I don't think I was.
No, I think we were.
maybe I didn't realise how long it would take to do the work. I realised the amount of work.
We were very naive with the cost as well, because I remember very
Yeah.
early on we got interviewed by a journalist. I think it was the Liverpool Echo,
Yeah.
and they asked me, how much do you think the project's going to cost? And this was like the first couple of weeks, and I said, I think it'll cost us £50,000. We've spent that already.
Yeah. Which is nowhere near finished, but I think
Yeah.
it's just sort of it's not. I think we're gonna have quite a unique boat when she's finished. Do you know what I mean? So, and I plan on living out my days on the boat. So it's money's not like something you should.
No, obviously it is something to worry about, because we still need to make sure we feed the kids and pay the bills.
Yeah.
And we haven't earned £50,000 off YouTube, so there's a lot of people out there, and there's a lot of jealous people who sit on forums writing about us who think we're doing it for the money. And I tell you now, we would be better off not doing it and just carrying on working.
You shouldn't even just ignore
No,
them.
but
Yeah,
just
like,
as a genuine thing, we would be better off not doing the boat financially. So you don't buy a wooden boat to make money, and you never make money off a wooden boat. So
you didn't really make money off boats.
No.
Did you? But I think it's a life's work, isn't it? You know, like, and these jealous people, they could go and do it, couldn't they?
Yeah.
If they have some balls, they could actually go and put themselves out there and do a project.
Yeah.
You know, like, we put behind the camera is just all you focus on is the camera. You know, you might be the best at tightening up a bolt or something like that. As soon as you put the camera into you just can't remember which way to undo it. So it's like it all just goes like.
yeah.
So yeah, if you think we're just doing it for like whatever, just you go and try it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's hard.
Like the camera slows us down massively slows us down. We'd be a lot further ahead if there wasn't any cameras involved.
Yeah,
But we like to share,
Yeah.
and we wouldn't have the support for you guys. Yeah.
Simon asked, are you going to put the boat back to its original condition or as close to as you can?
What the condition when we bought it?
So, to put her back to the original wartime spec, we'd need about £2 million.
Yeah.
So it's not actually feasible. And as much as she was a beautiful boat, like the Medusa is, her sister ship in Portsmouth, the Medusa is my second favourite boat, as well as Smart Fishers.
No, all boats have got all different uses.
Yes.
If you wanted to go like
Yeah, and the Medusa is a fabulous boat, but as an actual family boat, it doesn't work. There's no
that boat was cool.
There's no
the layout is awesome.
There's no staircases. You can't walk all the way through the Medusa. It's hatches. It's vertical hatches that you've got to climb from there to there to there to there, and it's not.
They're there for a reason.
As a cruising boat. No matter what we decide to do with it in the future, unless we're going to go and put it back and put it in a museum, we haven't got the £2 million spent, and it's not a practical layout for us as a family either. So no.
So we will be able to share the history and stuff with people in the future.
Yeah.
Because they'll still be able to walk around and see all the original hull and the original gubbins, and there's also So by us doing what we're doing and the way we can preserve her by putting her back to the 80s spec, I always refer to it as, which she's actually been in the 80s spec longer than she was in World War II spec.
Yeah.
So we're actually putting her back to the 80s, which. And as well, somebody actually asked me the other day, are you going to change your name? And I was like, no.
The name, she's been known as Surinder for so long.
I think it was in the 70s, wasn't it?
I actually love that the name Surinder come from one of the owners who named it after his daughters. And his daughters were called Sarah and Linda.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Sarah's no longer with us. But Linda is a big viewer of ours and a big supporter, and she's absolutely fabulous. So we don't want to take away Surinder's past. We want to celebrate her past, and
everyone knows Surinder.
Yeah. So we're keeping her name, but we are also planning on adding her numbers back onto the hull.
Yes. Yeah. So ML1392 on the side.
Yeah. So we want to. Celebrate all her history, because she's had a really colourful history.
Yeah. I don't think she's ever sang, so that's a bonus.
She's never sang. I would say that. That's that. But yeah, it's hard work. The boat work, it is really, really hard work.
It's the most rewarding thing you could do.
Yeah.
And I'd strongly recommend to anybody who's done a bit in the past to go and get a project, to go and get an old boat, to go and get...
Don't say that, because when everyone buys a big old rotten boat, they're going to blame us.
Well, just sort of... Is it in your capabilities? I mean, I know a lot of people in the beginning was like, oh, you're never going to do that, you're never doing that.
Yeah. Be truthful, who watched at the beginning just as watch us fail? Because there was a lot of people, and I always say this to people go, how did you grow your channel so big so fast? Because it did sort of explode. At the beginning, at the very beginning, in the first 3 weeks, we got like 16,000 subscribers, which was mental, absolutely mental. And the answer that I give back to that one is people like to watch a car crash and they like to watch fails. And I think a lot of people subscribed and watched at first thinking that they're going to watch a car crash.
Well, they have done.
Yeah.
Well, it's sort of...
it's not.
The boat's not finished, is it? Do you know what I mean?
But I love all the people who slated us at the beginning and who were really, really negative. I've actually come back now and gone, I'm really sorry, because I was wrong. And I love it when, I don't love it when people admit they're wrong, do you know what I mean? But for people to actually own it and go, I was quite nasty, or I said some bad things at the beginning. I think that means they're quite intelligent people. Yeah.
Do you know what, actually, because I learned by error, everything we do is we make a mistake and we try not to do it again.
Yeah. But, and it's like, I love the people who are trying to do it and start on YouTube and stuff like that. And I've a lot of littler, smaller, newer channels reach out to me, and I will help anyone, because we didn't have that at the beginning. We were dead new to YouTube, like really new, and we didn't have a clue.
And it was just so.
Yeah.
There should be a helpline. Hello, no, don't do it.
So it's like there's a guy got a YouTube channel called Harper's Shed.
Yeah.
He's in Australia, is he?
He's definitely down there somewhere.
And awesome channel, awesome boat. So, you know, he always has a message go, and, you know, I love giving people advice, because I think everyone needs to help each other a bit more in the world, don't they?
But everybody wanted to give us advice in the beginning, but it was so conflicting.
Yeah.
And I said, we in our lives, we have done a bit. Do you know what I mean? So we're no specialist at anything. We're basically jack of all trades. But everyone's going, oh, you should do it like this. You should do it like you haven't got a clue what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. You should do it my way. And listen. You should listen to him. He knows what he's doing. Well, he just shouted it the loudest. It doesn't necessarily mean he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
You know, but in life, you just need to listen to people, but you don't have to do it.
Yeah. We're just being us. And that's what we've always been all the way through this.
You've got to be honest with yourself. This is who we are. Yeah. What you see on camera is who we are. I mean, there might be some little shouty moments and swears and stuff like that, which you don't say, or there's been no massive cock-ups, either, because we think. We sort of... Yeah.
But we always try and be 100% sort of transparent as well with you guys, to actually... Because, you know, there is a lot of people that go, oh, they make loads of money, they got loads of money, We don't. No. And that's why, you know, sometimes things don't progress as quickly as possible, because
you can't afford it.
Sometimes we can't afford to buy that this week, or we can't afford that, or, you know. So it's like, we've got to work with the time that we've got. And obviously we are putting a hell of a lot more time into Surinder, but the more time we put into Surinder, the less time obviously we work, and that is a financial sort of deficit on us.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But anyway, I'm always happy to answer questions, even not on a live. Do you know what I mean? But Dr. J, you are both awesome. Don't listen to trolls. We love you both. It's really funny, because obviously we used to get hammered, like the abuse that we got, not just on YouTube at the beginning. People would literally email me and find me on Facebook and TikTok and whatever.
Yeah.
And we both, Simon doesn't really read messages and doesn't go on socials because of the impact it had on him at the beginning. But it's got to the point now where you guys are also awesome. If there is someone who is a bit horrible or a bit neggy, you sort them out for us, so I don't even have to comment. Which is, I love that, to see you guys are actually, I've got the confidence and the trust in us now that you actually, there's someone at the boat. we've had a little alarm.
I haven't got my
You
phone.
haven't got your phone. So obviously we've got CCTV on the boat, so anyone goes near the boat and we get an alarm straight away on the phone. So yeah, Surinder is safe with us, beady eyes. Thank you
Yeah,
so
it's
much,
really, really
Mark.
good.
Will you raise the decks at all and be able to walk below without banging your head?
No.
Well, you don't really bang your head at the minute now.
No,
anyway,
it's
do
good.
you?
I think once no, I'm not very good at multitasking.
You can't talk.
Oh,
I think Robbo will always have a problem on the boat. But we don't want to raise the deck because that is a massive amount.
yeah, it's a massive amount of work, and all the deck beams are original World War II. They're in that place, so we want to retain the.
Yeah. And we also can't lower the soul because of the engine bearers. But I don't bang my head.
No. So look, there's somebody having a look at the boat. You might watch this back. Look, the mud. Have you seen how dry it is now? Look how dry the mud is. Anyway, you're just having a look.
Has anyone contacted you that might have saved on here? Bruce asked. Now, we are actually in contact with Shan. And Shan is the daughter of the commanding officer from
He
Surinder.
just trips over a line.
It's funny watching the CCTV sometimes. Now, what Shan actually came up to the boat, and here's something I'll tell you all about. She come up to the boat a couple of weeks ago, and she actually gave me a diary. And the diary is from the radar operator who operated on Surinder during the war. And I have got his diary with entries for every day during 1944. So I've read it and
It's cool.
it's awesome. So we know where Surinder was.
Yeah.
Not every day, sorry, because it starts off as his diary, so when he sort of joins up and stuff and going through his training. But he joined Surinder, I think, the 10th of May in 1944. And the diary then goes all year. So we know exactly where she was and what she was doing, and we know insight into the crew and what they were doing. And tell you what, they used to go to the cinema an awful lot back
That's all they
then.
had to do, didn't they?
Yeah, what was his name? Let me just grab it. Hold on.
They didn't have TVs and stuff then, did they? So I was a bit distracted then. Whenever we get like an alert at the boat, I have to like go on all the cameras and actually sort of like watch what they do. Do you know what I mean? You don't know what they're doing, do you? But he's gone now, so.
So, and she also put together these leaflets, which I have got a couple of these. She gave me a few, what she's done. These are all in our Facebook group as well, I think. So there's her dad, Dennis Merritt, and there's Surinder. But this booklet also names all of the crew and the orders and things like that. So we know all of the crew that were on board. So obviously next year is the 80th anniversary of D-Day. So what I was thinking of doing is maybe releasing a diary entry every day for this day 80 years ago. So I might do that. I don't know whether I might.
We should bugger off.
Just shout at them. I always shout at people when they're on the boat. So yeah, so I might do that next year to celebrate the 80th anniversary of D-Day. Is to release that diary and release his entries every day.
Is it personal though? Is it like?
But it doesn't tell you like that. He's like
Yeah.
got an ingrown toenail and stuff.
No,
do you know
but
what I
it's
mean?
not
It's not that sort of personal level. Not like it doesn't really. It goes into like going on dates with girls, but doesn't go into details. So it's not that sort of like.
Yeah.
And we have had permission
cool.
to be able to release it.
Yeah.
So let me just see where it starts from. So yeah, that was by Frank Chapstick, and he was 17, I think, when he joined. And he was 17 and a half when he signed up on the 13th of September 1943. So it goes through all his training and everything like that. So yeah, the diary starts on the 30th of December 1943 and runs for a whole year. So I want to share this with you guys like so much. So I might start that in December.
Yeah.
And
just read
And I don't know whether I'll set up a Facebook group or a YouTube, and literally every day I'll just do the entry of what happened, so you can follow along. Because I find it really fascinating. And
yeah, he spent hours. And he went, "Hey, guess what? He did this and they did that. Oh no,
Yeah.
the vote was there. Then he got a new numbers paid on.
And-
So big.
how rare is it to actually know where your vote was for every day 80 years ago?
Yeah,
You know, the history in that is just thoroughly sort of mind-blowing. And, you know, I've got it on paper, but to actually document it to share with everyone so it's there forever would be fantastic. So
right, come on.
there we go. Well, we've been on for an hour and 20 minutes, so are you bored of us yet? Because you know we can talk forever, like ever. I watched because I thought you were as mad as hatters for taking something on like that and seeing your hiccups and new things. You are still mad as hatters, and I hope you carry on just as you are. Thank you so much, Stephen. Are you looking forward to the fishing competition?
Yes.
Past? Yeah. So we
I just want it to
are.
be nice calm weather.
Oh, thank you so much, Don. You know what? You are all so lovely. So I think what we'll do is we'll start.
Hang on, he's back.
He's trying to get his airtime, isn't he?
Hang on.
Just talk to him.
Did we say we're doing what?
You need to
Alright.
log into the live camera. That's the playback one. Do you know what? That stresses me out as well, because we can be lying in bed
Yeah.
and it can be like 2 o'clock in the morning, and so I never have my Wi-Fi on or when I'm
Yeah,
asleep
because she just
because
gets hammered with
I
like
get
messages.
hammered with notifications and stuff. So Simon doesn't get hammered on social media, so he leaves his Wi-Fi on. So when his phone goes off of a night, it's the alarm on the boat, and I'm like, someone's at my boat! So you can imagine how well I sleep, but most of the time it's like spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's good to know, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or something floating past, like a bit of some weed or something in the water.
Yeah. My wife is off there on Thursday, and as a granddad landed there. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to scan through questions. So, do you also post Instagram shorts and TikTok? We do, Chris, we do. We are getting more active on Instagram as well.
Yeah.
But we've got our awesome Facebook group.
Yeah, Facebook's good.
We've in our group there's like 6,500 people, and they're all lovely, and we don't let any shit happen in the group. They're all really nice people. So if you are on socials, just follow us and all that. But I think all the links are usually in our video descriptions and stuff like that. Right.
I'm not on Instagram.
You know.
No, I don't do Instagram.
OnlyFans.
No. No.
Anyone got their leg over next to the boat? No, not that we've seen on cameras. Right, so quick little recap for everyone. Neil, who won the competition.
Yeah.
Send me an email or
I'm sure you will.
a stuff.
You're not going to miss out. $2,000 worth. And it is a piece of kit.
Yeah,
it is.
It is. It
Well,
is.
we still need to do the ad. Stupid phone.
We're great.
What's changed?
What's changed? It's been sat there for an hour. Even my phone's given up on us. My phone's like, get off YouTube. Oh, you've spoke for too long. Sorry, hold on.
It's backwards.
I know I am. There you go. I've done it. Don't move. Don't move. Right.
Right. Put my phone in front of it.
Go on then. You ready? So, it's all gone a bit weird now, hasn't it? There we go.
I'm going to sit up now.
If you can go over to our second channel, Ship Happens Adventures, there is a new video of the first launch of the boat going on the second I get my phone to go and
I'll be honest
activate
with
it.
you, it's quite a good video.
It is a good video.
This is doing us tilt up.
Don't worry. So if you can like and subscribe on that one to help us.
It's your choice,
Yeah.
but it's a good video.
Yeah.
So,
And to all our Patreons that are on right now, next Friday's video will be going on Patreon, and buy me a coffee monthly right now as well. So I've got a lot of things to do when I get off, haven't I?
yeah.
So there we go.
Still got to do a lot of ironing yet as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm one of them wives on.
I don't think we own an iron, to be honest with you.
We do.
I'll do it.
Yeah, we do.
Better
See,
keep that.
I iron the kids' uniforms, and that's about it. Right, so we're gonna go. Thank you everyone who's donated and supports us and just comments and is here watching, because that it means so much to us. So much. But yeah, things are starting to get really exciting in the videos now. like really exciting. So it should be quite, because I know we know frames have been boring us for a while.
I'm boring the hell out of me, to be
Yeah,
honest with you.
I
I
know.
think the last one we did in the engine room, I was all like, I need a break.
Yeah.
This is it for friends.
Yeah.
Even though we've actually just done a couple in the ankle locker, but they're a bit quicker and easier in there, aren't they?
Yeah.
Feel
So
like-
it's all fun. So yeah, there's going to be some really exciting videos, and obviously we're putting more time into Surinder. So every Friday's video probably like 3 or 4 days worth of footage, hopefully. So
Yeah.
we're going to get more done, aren't we?
Yeah.
This
And
year?
also on our Ship Happens Adventures channel, is that what it's called? Ship
Yeah.
Happens Adventures. Be good to find, because we want to do some waterborne activities. We need to do some education. So I want to spend quite a bit of time on the water, so we're going to document it. But if you got any good ideas on what we can go and do on the water, anywhere we could go, or the good shipwreck we can go and see,
Well, what we've always said we wanted to do.
leave it in the comments on the Ship Happens Adventures, and then we can have
We
a
want to
look.
actually do a lap of Anglesey, don't
Yes,
we?
that'd be awesome.
We'll do it, and we'll sleep on the boat.
Or we'll camp out, we'll go and beach it somewhere and camp out, or I don't know, do you know what I mean? Just go and like, that'd be cool.
I've noticed there's a few little comments today about the Bumble and Sailor. We love Terry.
Yeah,
we
we love Terry.
And thank you everyone who, when we mentioned him in a video a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
who went over and subscribed,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he was blown
He
away.
deserves it, yeah,
he was
he's
blown
good.
away. But he's such a lovely fella.
Yeah. When's he coming past here? Do we know?
No, he's still drinking down south, isn't he?
Stop drinking and
Stop
get in
drinking,
your
Terry!
boat.
Get up here!
Yeah.
So we've spoken for an hour and a half now.
Right,
Bored
cool.
them all to death,
Yeah,
haven't we?
I think we've definitely run out of words, haven't we?
Me?
Us. Yeah.
Yeah, they all know that I don't run out of words. But yeah, it is our wedding anniversary,
Yeah.
and we haven't had any tea,
No.
so we're going to go and order a takeaway or something.
Yeah. That sounds like a plan.
So thank you all so much for watching.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah,
Well done for winning.
and if you still want to see our faces, go over to Ship Happens Adventures.
Yeah. Cool.
Right, we're going to love yous and leave yous.
Okay.
We hope you all have a great weekend.
Just gives Gemma 1 minute to make that video go live though.
Yeah. But head over, it'll be on in a minute. There's another one you can watch. See you all later.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.